And now let us turn our attention to the growing anti-West sentiment in West Africa. France is facing new allegations from its former colony, Niger. The junta-led authorities in Niger have accused France of using the old Greek tactics of the Trojan Horse to destabilise the country. Now, Niger's Minister for Interior, Public Security and Territorial Administration has allegedly noted that France was partnering with Niger's neighbours to disrupt and undermine the West African country. He said that Niger must be doubly vigilant to contain the situation. The minister further suggested that the military cooperation with France ended up creating desolation in the West African country, and added that the French forces behaved without consequence and had failed to provide security in the country. Now, the military junta chief of Niger now says these latest accusations come at a time when relations between Niger and France have been at their lowest in recent months. Last month, Niger's transitional leader, Abdurrahman Tishani, has accused Paris of aiming to cause instability in the landlocked country and the Sahel region by funding terrorist groups in neighbouring Nigeria and Benin. However, Nigeria denied the accusations of colluding with France to destabilise Niger. Diplomatic ties between France and Niger have nosedived ever since the military took power in Niamey in July of 2023. The coup sparked widespread anti-French protests across Niger. The former French colony followed the lead of its allies, Burkina Faso and Mali, and even broke off defence ties with Paris, forging closer ties with Moscow for military support. The juntas have accused France of meddling in international affairs and have also accused it of failing to put an end to the decade-long militant violence in the Sahel region. Now, this has forced France to withdraw all of its troops from West Africa, including Niger, which has been plagued by jihadist insurgency for years. France also closed its embassy in Niger indefinitely as tensions between the two countries escalated. Reports suggest that Niger has gone as far as embarking on changing the narratives of its colonial relations with France. The West African country has also taken down several colonial names on its streets, monuments and squares for more patriotic ones. France has been facing similar setbacks in other parts of Africa too. Around 70% of the continent has already kicked Paris out, with its troops present now only in Djibouti and Gabon. In addition to Niger, Mali and Burkina Faso, Chad, Senegal and the Ivory Coast have also joined the France out chorus, while Paris has also faced troubled relations with Algeria over its support for Morocco's claim in the Western Sahara dispute. So, as Niger levels fresh accusations against Paris and Africa turns its back on the West, is France's influence nearing its end in the region?
We're calling the show Vantage. We hope you like what we put together for you. Touted as the minimum two-ways defense from that video. India's neighbours were the first to send the special edition of Vantage live from the White House throughout the week. Hindu Mandir we're on our way to Tel Aviv. Measure, but it's also the perfect way to drive.
I don't think that
Prime Minister of Bhutan, Sherin Tagwe. Welcome to
60% of the world's
office. Prime Minister Modi did the iron.
We were actually
What are you doing? How do you like? It's been 1 year since that meeting. Iron bars separate you from the outside. Out the vote efforts. Trump had, it says, and at $4.3 trillion, 300 billion by 2030. That's what we need to tackle climate change.